guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So the TANABATA celebration has officially sort of begun, right? The Purunga Dragon Ball is live. I think the co-op campaign's live. The Wish Trips, bunch of stuff is live, right? I mean, let's just quickly get this out of the way. This sucks. This is ass, right? Like, so we're gonna get a bunch of, Wish Trips. This is not, no, this is not, come on. What are we doing here? Personally, I think they could have added characters up to, like, Heart Virus Goku, I think. Like, I know that this is just for free, right? Like, getting these Wish Trips is really not that tough, just doing some missions and stuff like that, login bonus, blah, 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 blah. Some of them are going to be, you can get some from Purunga Wishes. But, like, the thing about these type of characters, right? Let's use, not like this Metal Cooler movie Piccolo, not him as an example, but let's use third form Frieza as an example. I think this is a good character to use as an example here. This is a decent unit. Definitely aged, the Red Zone 200% 7th anniversary meta aged this guy very fast, right? A lot of characters of this level sort of got aged a bit, right? You could still run him, no item, a lot of stages in Red Zone, I'm sure, but he himself taking hits before this is completely maxed out, and he like triple supers or something like that, he could take a lot of damage. But this is a character that, I mean, he's not that old, right? He's less than a year old still. But, if you're like a free-to-play player, you probably have not pulled this guy much. If you didn't get him off his initial banner, he's on basically every banner now, but that doesn't mean it's still super easy and quick to pull him, right? So I feel like this level of character, like, they could have put in there, right? Like, it's not like you're not going to grab this guy and then, oh my God, dude, I swept the entire Red Zone. Awesome. Like, yes. No, right? Like, and that's why, like, I think they definitely could have gone up to, I'm going to pull up Heart Virus Goku here. I think we could have had banner units up to Heart Virus Goku, right? Heart Virus Goku is actually still really good. I probably would rate him above third form Frieza, I'm thinking. Because even though this guy is not the best for Red Zone, I think he's still going to be very effective in a lot of other potential stages. Battlefield, Super Battle Road, Easy A's, right? This guy's got a lot of use. He's good. I do like this unit, even though this is a design that doesn't work the greatest for a lot of these tough Red Zone stages, right? It's a good example of a character that could be good, that's not good in Red Zone, is this guy right here. Or STR Super Vegeta is another one. I think STR Super Vegeta is good. It's just he actually is like, I don't want to say he's completely unrunnable in Red Zone, but like, you guys get it, right? This monstrous link set he has is insane too. But yeah, this guy, they could have gone up to this guy, and then that way, like free-to-play players could have been like, okay, like, should I grab Heart Virus Goku? Maybe I want to grab the, GT, Goten, and Trunks right here, who could still be very effective. Or, oh, damn, should I get second form Cell over here, right? Like, there's, these characters are, like, competing in like, these Red Zone stages and stuff like that. Like, or like, this Trunks, can stack and still be an effective unit. But it's like, dude, like, is Grace Saiyaman even on here? No. Like, this is the end of 2019 is not even on there. Like, is God Vegeta? God Vegeta and God Goku are not on here either. Oh my God, this is brutal. This is rough. All right, let's go through. Let me go through one by one. Let's see. There are a few characters here who could help you. Super Battle Road, Easy A, even Red Zone. There's some characters here, but for the most part, it's brutal. And the thing is, too, is like, the list hasn't changed much, if at all, from last year. Damn. Okay. All right, let's jump in. Let's jump in. This Super Saiyan 2 Goku, he's okay. Like, it's just very okay. Any tough stage, Super Battle Road, anything, he's taking a lot of damage. If you could hide him correctly, he could heal you a lot, though. Dispo, I feel like it's probably not the... I mean, it's 2 years since he got his EZA. I think Skinny Boo is actually pretty solid. A lot of places. Super Battle Road, EZAs. This guy could be really helpful in Super Battle Road. Skinny Boo is decent for sure still. Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, she's got the dodge, which is great, but I mean, obviously, she's not taking hit. If she gets touched, you're probably dead. Angel Cell is really not that good. He's closing in on 2 years since he got his Dokkan Awakening, and they just outright did not make him good enough on release. AGL 17 is pretty good. Right now, he doesn't have a team, though, which is weird to say, but even though... I'm lost. Yeah, up here. This guy right here. Even though, the Android team is currently one of the best teams in the game, it's not the outright Android team. It's the Android/Cell Saga and Power Absorption team led by AGL Cell, which this guy is not on. This guy doesn't really have a setup at the moment. If we get an outright Android team, yeah, he could. Like this guy could be solid. But like right now, he just doesn't have this guy's good. I do think this guy's a decent unit to pick up. So you have him. Broadpan, I think, is fodder. AGL Golden Frieza is probably the best unit on this list, honestly. Like, the character that gives you the most value is probably AGL Golden Frieza. It's a character that's never going to age, right? It's like, if you're above 40% HP, the toughest bosses in the game can't really kill you, right? This Goku, Dokkan Awakens to a Super Saiyan 2 GT Goku. He can be solid with some stacking for maybe like a Super Saiyan 2 mission in like the Legendary Vegeta event or something like that. Like, you could make use out of him. This Blue Goku has aged quite a bit. I have not really been impressed with him. Using him a lot on the ROF Blues team, even with the 200% leader skill. Not really too impressed by him. He's okay, but not that impressive. This Vegeta's aged. On release, he was pretty tanky, but I mean, at this point, you're not running him unless you're running him like type advantage, I would say. This guy is pretty much fodder. He does stack, so I guess like some sort of Legendary Vegeta event mission or something like that. This guy's ass. I mean, this guy's closing in on 4 years old. He gets stunned. That's it. Tech 16 coin flip unit. He's either good or he sucks. Right? You either win or you die. No in between with him. Tech Falcon Goku's a stacker. He's okay, I guess. Okay-ish for these long events. Bra sucks. Years since she came out. Angel Freeze is okay. He's a little bit better than the Angel Cell, but not the craziest. Smooth Vegeta, he easied years ago. Trash. You could run him as a support for showcases, I guess, but that's it. This Trunks is actually pretty... I think this guy's pretty decent. You could easily run this guy on like a powerful setup against like Red Zone Broly. Because Red Zone Broly ends with AGL. So tech units are very good. So Trunks is major. Okay, Janembu. Actually, Janembu is probably the best character on here. Maybe. Janembu is shattering the limits. Janembu is really good. This guy is very good. Very, very, very good. Because he's got the defensive stacking, he dodges, and he can guard any debuffs, any heals. This guy is crazy. At the moment, don't really have a team for him. You could run him on LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's Fuse Fighter team, but like, I mean, he has shocking speed with LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I guess. But this guy is going to be way better with Majin and Infinite Regeneration up, right? Like, those are the two main links you want to focus on for him. So we're hoping for, like, an insane, like, I would say maybe like a Buhan that leads, like, Transformation Boost, and then maybe, like, Final Trump Card or something like that. I don't know. And then the 200% could be, like, Majin Power. This guy's a beast. This guy can crush most of these red zone stages. He can. It's just he doesn't have a setup right now like a lot of characters, but he's really good. If you don't have Janembu Rainbowed, he might actually be the pick. If you're a huge like Kid Buu fan, or Buhan fan, I promise y'all, Buhan's getting multiple premium units in the future. There's still so many animations they could do with him. Buhan is not done. I'm telling y'all. Buhan, I feel like, is definitely going to be a 200% leader. The next Buu for them to drop, I feel like Buhan for sure. Crowley's trash. Maybe like some niche Super Battle Road stage with his stun, but nah. Toa's ass. Pycon's ass. This guy's okay. This guy was so ridiculously overrated, it was insane. I mean, if you're popping a double Whis, he could be okay, I guess. But it's just like he's just like a support. He's a support that does nothing special, right? He supports the rotation, right? Not anything super crazy. This tech Boo, he could be good in like Battlefield or EZAs, places you can't use items, and he could heal you, but he takes a lot of damage. This is like a world tournament unit, or he could help you in Super Battle Road if you get lucky, get a nice big AoE stun, but that's about it. Boda Magetta sucks. Ribrianne has now aged. I mean, for like Peppy Gal's Super Battle Road, sure, she's great, but like she's aged. You suck. Cells is okay, but like, I mean, this is okay. This guy's really good, just like the EJL 17, but again, doesn't really have setups. Pandel sucks. Int Vegito sucks. Demigra sucks. This Metal Cooler sucks. Too old. This Vegeta, I think, is pretty solid, actually. You know, if you've got the right setup, if things go your way, this guy can look decent. I don't know about red zone level, because it's like things are not going perfect your way where you're getting a million orbs with him and a million orbs with Majin Vegeta and stuff like that, but you know, it's like you can use him. This Golden Frieza sucks. Too old. Suck. Too old. Suck. Too old. Suck. Too old. Suck. Too old. 21 can be okay. I think in some of these like extreme Super Auto Road stages, they did not give her a good enough easy. Bullshit. Stupid. By the way, remember 21 and 16 were the superhero crossover, and they did have a cameo in the movie. So, you suck. You're too old. Suck. You're too old. Majin Vegeta pretty much sucks. He's too old. I mean, you could find some spots you could make use out of him, but yeah, I don't. The healing, I guess. I don't know. You're too old. You suck. Same. Suck. God Topo aged a bit. If you got his damage reduction up, maybe he could be okay, but I mean, he's just too old. Pan, I think, can be solid in the right situation. But like her incredible defense on release is not as incredible after, 200% leader skills, right? Zamasu's ass. I don't know what they're thinking with him. Barlot, nope. Cooliza's pretty good. I like Cooliza a lot, actually. It's funny how easily characters can be far more effective just by literally giving them this stacking. Like, you give characters stacking, and it's like they just get way more viability, like way more usage, way more like longevity for how well they can perform, right? I think if Wicked Bloodline became a real team, so I don't know, maybe something like a Cooler or some Frieza that's like Transformation Boost, and then I don't know, Planetary Destruction or something like that. And then the 200% could be like Wicked Bloodline. I think this guy could be very effective on that team. That Coolies is good. Fapu's okay, I guess, for like some like low level Super Battle Road stages, maybe World Tournament. Gotank's ass. I guess he could be okay for Super Battle Road with the stuns, right? But this Trunks is pretty solid. Defensively, he's okay. You could get some use out of this guy. Goten sucks. Majub is okay for some Super Battle Road stages. This Vegeta's probably aged out. This Goku, no. This Skinny Boo could be good for certain stages where you're going up against a Majin Buu Saga enemy, right? He could be okay, especially Super Battle Road. This Gohan's aged. You're aged. This Vegeta can stack, so he could have some use, I guess. Kefla is quite good. I think that physical Kefla is actually a really good unit. You can use Kefla to beat and potentially no item some of the tougher stages in the game, right? Kefla is a very effective option against Omega Shenron, Red Zone Omega. Kefla, I think, is very good against the Shadow Dragons as well. Kefla could probably be effective against... she maybe could be helpful against Bojack, because Bojack's second phase is Int. And then, the only thing is that if you get bad luck, depending upon Bojack's lock in his final phase, it might make it difficult to get the physical orbs or orbs needed for her to have really high stats. But you see what a common denominator for some of these units I'm pointing out are? It's very lazy, but you just add this to characters and you just make them a lot more effective. It's just that simple, right? A lot of these tougher red zone fights, they could go 10 plus turns, easy. So, these defensive stacking characters can help you quite a bit. And then, I mean, remember, Omega, Omega goes int, STR, int. She can dodge. So, like, you can get some good luck dodging in the STR phase, and then she could be really tanky against the final phases of Omega, the hardest hitting boss in the game. So, Kefla is good. Kefla is a good pick. Kefla is a good pick for sure. Weirus is actually really good, too. I do like Weirus quite a bit, actually. I've found him to be fairly effective. Again, even in some of these tougher red zone fights. Remember, when it comes to these red zone fights, it's not really like oh, I'm running any typing against any of these bosses, right? Like when it comes to the really tough ones, you are trying to like really line up your typing. So like you want to try and bring like a bunch of physical units and a bunch of AGL units against like Omega Shenron, right? You want to bring a lot of tech units against Broly. Because Broly does not have an int phase to counter your tech units, and then AGL Broly is probably the most difficult phase in the game to get through, unless you're gonna say AOE Broly. So like having those tech characters is helpful. Like that's the thing with Weirus, right? I've found Weirus to be very good against Red Zone Omega. Red Zone Omega is tough. You know where that last super attack is gonna be always, but that doesn't mean he's not obliterating you, because you need as a super class unit, neutral, you need like 500k plus defense to tank Omega. So, keep that in mind. This is like a free-to-play friendly option that can be very good in some of these red zone stages. I mean, he's been out for years, right? Kale could probably be okay in some super battle road stages. Bergamo could probably be okay in like a legendary Vegeta event mission, again, for like Universal Survival Saga or something like that. But I mean, it's years since he came out, right? He's not Bergadmo anymore. You suck. You suck. Yeah, he sucks. Because it's like, on release, I feel like his defense was like, okay. But like, guess what? We've had major meta power shifts since then. Chow Man. Nah. I know it's funny. He is a lot better. But him... they really hurt. I feel like Chow Man could have been very solid. He could be... okay, let me choose my words carefully here. Chow Man can win you Super Battle Road runs potentially by himself, right? Because he isn't AoE, right? Like, with this. So, like, if you have this up, and then, like, you get good luck with your crits right here, and then, like, you do this AoE, Chow Man could, like, sweep some Super Battle Road stages, I bet. But them keeping this it hurt. I feel like it hurts because if we're talking about like LR Kaioken Goku, a lot of times he's doing so much damage, 50% chance to crit in his passive, right? So like my LR Kaioken Goku has a 50% chance to crit from his passive, and then a 50% chance to additional from his hidden potential system. So it's like my Kaioken Goku is like doing huge damage, and like he'll lose like 4% HP on his 18 key. I can live with that for the massive amounts of damage he could put up. But like Chow Man, for the most, like, it's not tanky. He's not doing a lot of damage. He's just hurting you, basically, is how he works. So I would not recommend grabbing Chow Man. Mira, I guess we could say he could be okay for like legendary Goku event or something like that. With the stacking, that's about it. Gotenks, haha, no, you're old. This Gohan is okay. I feel like you could use this guy against like Omega as well, right? For sure. This Gohan, Baby. Remember, physical units like Kefla would destroy Baby. Weirus would destroy. Baby is really tough. Global play. You guys are gonna see that Baby fight is really hard. Baby is tough. This Goku. So, oh yeah, you suck. You came out during the 4th anniversary. You're a little too old. Maybe you could have some use in the Super Battle stations, and then this guy's ass. This is pathetic. Pathetic. You want to go for, like, AGL Golden Frieza, Janembu. I think this Trunks is pretty solid. I do really like Kefla. Weirus is good. I think Cooliza is good. Right? Characters like Janembu and Cooliza need a team first, right? To be fair, so does Kefla, I guess, right? But like you could tell like which units are solid on here, but a lot of them need teams. Golden Frieza is the character he has 2 legitimate teams right now. I mean, he does a lot of times. He probably doesn't even need a leader skill, but you could run him on Ginyu's Terrifying Conqueror team and the Resurrection F Blues team. Again, who people don't know better will say, "Oh my God, what is that team building?" Acting like Frieza doesn't share an insane link with the ROF Blues Resurrection F, which helps both of them a lot, right? So, let me know what you guys think. This is not good enough though. Heart Virus Goku, STR Whis, AGL Krillin, Third Form Frieza, the GT Gohan and Goten, Goten and Trunks, Garlic Jr. Where are all these characters? Like, what is the most recent character released? So I'm just looking at like their SSR. What is the most recently released one? Kefla's 2017. You're at the end of 2018. Is it? Are you serious? Is it like Piccolo and Vegeta? Because Int Goku Black didn't have a banner unit. Dude, the most recently... No. Because old DKP was released in 2019. Yeah. You're a 2019 release, old DKP. He came out with Dokkan Fest Kid Goku in March of 2019. That's the most recently released character on here, March of 2019. You think that's acceptable? No, it's not. Dokkan has done a lot of good lately. This is bullshit. March of 2019. I'm looking hard. That appears to be the most recent character on here, is that DKP. March of 2019. Because she came out in, like, it was July/August, like the end of July, start of August. You came out in 2018. Remember, like, Toa and Mira returned on a banner at the end of 2020, but, like, they released years ago, right? They were, like, damn their first anniversary units, weren't they? I don't know, dude. Bummer. 2019. All right, man. We're in 2022, Dokkan. All right, let me know who you guys pick. Thanks for watching. Not to be a negative Nancy here, but I'm going to tell you how I feel, and I feel like this is not good enough. There's not enough characters in here who can actually help, right? Characters like Garlic Jr., Heart Virus Goku, stuff like that, like, they could have put that level on here. There's no reason they couldn't have. No reason.